And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us again on GretnaBaseball.com for Game 10 of the Area 6 Nebraska American Legion Junior Baseball Tournament. This is going to be an elimination contest this afternoon, which will pit United Federal Credit Union from Columbus as the visiting team against Norfolk Daily News Post 16. Defensively for Norfolk Daily News, on the mound will be number 27, Jaden Driscoll. Behind the plate, 16, Berkeley Brummond. At first is number 13, Eli Alvarado, and at second, number 26, Aaron Bonderson. At third base is number 28, Sam Yagos, and at shortstop, number 25, Gavin Schultz. In the outfield for Norfolk, number 12, Hunter Klaus is in left field. Number 21, Colby Mersney is in center. And in right field is number 30, Andrew Brandel. So pitcher number 27, Jaden Driscoll, is getting warm out there on the mound. And we're getting ready for play here. Columbus is going to have their first at-bat here in the top of the first. And leading off for your United Federal Credit of Columbus is going to be the third baseman, number 12, Tyler Palmer. Second of three games being played here at Gretna, an earlier competition. Final score was Dinsdale Auto 5, First State Bank of Fremont 10, as Dinsdale Auto is eliminated, becomes the second team eliminated from the Area 6 tournament. So we're down to 5 teams, and after this game we'll be down to 4. And here's the first pitch from the pitcher, Jaden Driscoll. Fastball, he blows it by Palmer. Swings, but he can't catch up with it. 0-1. The right-hander Driscoll from the full windup pitches, misses off the outside edge. 1-1 is the count to the right-handed batting third baseman, number 12, Tyler Palmer. So just underway, scoreless contest, first batter of the game. There's a breaking pitch that misses a little bit outside. 2-1 to Palmer. Two 2-1 count. And Palmer fouls the 2-1 offering back over the backstop.
Return those foul balls, collect 50 cents, courtesy of Speedy Mart.
Beautiful day here in Gretna. Clear blue skies, just a couple of clouds off in the distance. The wind is blowing kind of out to left center, probably 5 to 10 miles an hour, so just a light breeze. And as far as the temperature, well, it's Nebraska and it's July, so it's hot, but it's going to be. On the 3-2 pitch, there's a hard ground ball, one hop backhand by the shortstop, throws across the diamond over to first, and gets Palmer on a bang-bang play.
Number 6, catcher Eric Mustard.
So 6-3. Hearing some good conversation in the press box behind me, former shortstop saying, when in doubt, call him out, and that was a close one. And a former Scott legend. The next batter is number 6, the catcher Eric Mustard. Mustard takes first pitch up and in for a strike. And the second pitch, he hits just over the outstretched arms of the first baseman and into right field for a base hit. So catcher Eric Mustard gets Columbus started with a base hit here in the top of the first.
Number 3, shortstop Cole Wilcox.
So, good news about this game is we've got at least one pitcher who's working really quick on the mound. Driscoll comes set, runner on first, one down. Cole Wilcox, the batter, and Wilcox hits one in the right field. The right fielder is camped underneath it and makes the catch. There's a lot of early swings here in the first inning.
Number 16, first baseman Tyler Wessel.
So this will bring up the first baseman for Columbus, number 16, Tyler Wessel. Wessel bats from the right side, facing the right-handed pitching Driscoll. Driscoll from the set, delivers, and here's a pop fly into shallow right field. That's going to fall in. The runner was going on the pitch from first. He's going to go all the way around to third, and I thought the throw coming off the right fielder's hand, I thought it was going to airmail the third baseman, but it didn't have as much on it as I thought, and it dropped down where he was able to make a catch. So Mustard on the play was running, so he advances from first to third on the single by Wessel.
Number 9, right fielder Caden Pallon.
So we've got 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Scoreless contest as we're just underway. This is the 5th batter for Columbus. It's going to be the right fielder, number 9, Caden Pallon. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Pallon sees the first pitch, curveball that misses in the dirt for ball 1. So Pallon at the plate, Wessel over at first. Mustard at third, the pitcher Driscoll. From the stretch, comes set, here's the delivery, and it's an outside pitch that's fouled back into the backstop, 1-1. That was convenient. It hit the backstop and popped right back into the home plate circle. 1-1 count here as we're just underway in the top of the first inning, game 10. Driscoll comes set, delivers, outside pitch, pulls it across his body to the shortstop. Shortstop, instead of stepping on second, throws across to first and gets the out. And that ends the threat from Columbus here in the top of the first inning. So after all that excitement, a couple base hits, a couple base runners, no runs crossed the plate as Pallon grounds out the end of the inning. Your score after half an inning of play is United Federal Credit of Columbus 0 and Norfolk Daily News Post 16 yet to bat. We'll be back in just a few moments here for the bottom of the first inning, and we'll get Norfolk set up defensively. Thanks for listening to us on GretnaBaseball.com. At American National Bank, the financial well-being of families and businesses has been our top priority for more than a century. And with a tradition of conservative and financially responsible decisions, we remain stable, safe, sound, and well-capitalized. That means you can spend more time focusing on what's important to you and less time worrying about your money. So relax. Our strength and stability means your money is safe and secure. Visit us at one of our 30 locations or go online at www.american.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. And welcome back to Gretna, Nebraska for Game 10. This is the second game today here of the Area 6 Nebraska American Legion Junior Baseball Tournament. In the top of the first inning, visiting team United Federal Credit out of Columbus was unable to put any runs across the plate. And it's going to be Norfolk Daily News Post 16's turn to try to score some runs. Defensively today for United Federal Credit, here's how they set up. On the mound is number 8, Connor Dush. Connor Dush doing the pitching today. Behind the plate is number 6, Eric Mustard. At first, number 16, Tyler Wessel. At second is number 11, Alex Ritzdorf. And at third is number 12, Tyler Palmer. At shortstop is number 3, Cole Wilcox. In the outfield, number 18, Dalton Burgess is in left. Number 5, Sam Nelson in center. And number 9, Caden Pallon is in right. Curtis Briggs is their designated hitter. Starting it off for Norfolk is going to be number 21, the center fielder, Colby Mersney. And Mersney hits one to the right side near the foul line. The right fielder moves over and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1.
Number 12, left fielder, Hunter Klaus.
So one pitch from the pitcher, Connor Dush, and Mersney hits it into right field. Flies out for the first out of the inning. Brings up to bat number 12, the left fielder, Hunter Klaus. Dush, the right-handed pitcher on the mound from the full windup. Here's the delivery to the left-handed Klaus, and that one's in there for a strike. 0-1. Count, scoreless contest here in the bottom of the first inning. 0-1 pitches a curveball, and the third baseman goes up and snags it out of the air. So nice jumping catch over there at third by Tyler Palmer. I think he thought it might have had a little more on it. I was worried that he maybe jumped a little early, because I thought he was actually on his way down when he caught that ball. But either way, he made the play. We're going to call it an L5 as he lined out to the third baseman. And that's 2 pitches and 2 outs. Doesn't get much better than that for Dush. Batter is number 26, the second baseman, Bonderson. Might be a 3-pitch inning. Ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman fires across. And parents, if you're listening officially, that coach from Columbus owes Connor Dush a steak dinners. That's a 3-pitch inning. No. Did I miss one? Darn it. I'm sorry, folks. I apologize tremendously. I thought it was a 3-pitch inning, but no. It was a 4-pitch inning, but, I think his coach will take a 4-pitch inning every day of the week. Not worrying about pitch count after the first inning, that's for sure. Either way, on the final play, Bonderson grounded out to the third baseman, so that's going to be the end of the first inning of play. So after one complete, your score remains 0-0. We'll be back with the second inning. Thanks for listening. AgrenaBaseball.com. Now is the perfect time to buy your dream home or refinance an existing mortgage. Rates are still low, and that can save you money. Call American National for a free mortgage checkup to find if your mortgage can work harder for you. American National offers competitive rates and multiple financing options. You find the perfect home, and we'll find you the perfect loan. Go online to www.american.bank to learn more. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
And we're back here in the top of the second inning from Gretna, Nebraska. Number 7, Curtis Briggs, the designated hitter, steps in for Columbus in the top half of the second inning. First pitch that he sees from Driscoll misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery, and that's a fastball just off the outside corner. Briggs is up 2-0 on the pitcher, number 27, Jaden Driscoll. Driscoll, the right-hander, facing the right-hander Briggs for the first time. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch. 2-1 is your count. So again, quick first inning as Norfolk went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-1 delivery to Briggs. Fastball in the dirt and outside, gets by the catcher and rolls to the backstop. Count goes to 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Driscoll. It's a fly ball into shallow right field, and that's going to drop just inside the line for a base hit. So Briggs gets credited with a base hit. It was a high fly ball to the right side. You thought somebody might have had time to get underneath it, but nobody was able to get there. Right field, they're playing deep enough that he couldn't get into it. So it's a base hit that falls about 20 feet behind first for Curtis Briggs. So Briggs, the designated hitter, starts off with a leadoff single, and he's standing on first. Dalton Burgess, the left fielder, wearing number 18, steps into the plate, batting from the left side. There's a pickoff attempt over at first, and Briggs is able to dive back in safe. Driscoll checks the runner at first. Here's his first pitch to Burgess. It's a bunt that's popped way up in the air. The catcher makes a diving attempt. The ball was popped up in the air into foul territory down the third base line. The catcher took off after it right away and laid out for it, but it was just off the end of the glove. The ball hits the ground. That's strike 1. Great effort there by the catcher, Berkeley Brummond. So 0-1 count to Burgess at the plate. Briggs gets his lead from first. Driscoll comes set. Here's the 0-1 delivery. It's swinging right through it on the outside corner. 2 strikes now on Dalton Burgess. On the play, on the swing, the catcher tried throwing back to first behind the runner. He was able to get back in safely. So Briggs gets his lead off first. 0-2 count to the batter Burgess. Driscoll comes set, and it's another pickoff attempt, and Briggs is back there safely. (0-2) to the batter Burgess. Driscoll comes set, pickoff attempt. If the throw would have been there, they might have had him. They caught him leaning, but Briggs was able to dive back in safely. So he caught him leaning, but the throw was a little bit high and away from the base. Here we go with the 0-2 count again. Pitch misses, fastball out off the plate, outside 1-2 to Burgess. Briggs gets his lead at first. Driscoll looks in for the sign. Burgess, the lefty, awaits him at the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's hit into foul territory down the left field line and out of play into the batting cage down the left field line. So the count will stay 1-2. Burgess, batting from the left side, steps back into the box. The righty, Jaden Driscoll, checks the runner at first, comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one bounces. I don't think it even made it to the dirt of home plate. I think it bounced in the grass in front of home plate. And it bounced right over the top of the catcher. So tough one to block when it misses that badly. On the play, the ball will get back to the backstop, and Briggs will advance up to second. So your count's 2-2 on the batter, Dalton Burgess. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and Burgess is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Brings up to bat the center fielder, number 5, Sam Nelson.
Number 5, center fielder Sam Nelson.
Driscoll comes set. Here's the pitch right on the inside corner. Strike one to Nelson. Nelson is batting from the right-hand side against the righty Driscoll. Curtis Briggs, designated hitter, who led off with a single at the top of the inning, takes his lead off second. Here's the pitch, and it's popped up in the air to center field. Not too deep. Center fielder is coming underneath it and makes the catch. Hard throw to the shortstop as a cutoff, and the runner won't be able to advance.
Number 11, second baseman Alex Ritzdorf.
So 2 down, runner on second here in the top of the first inning. Scoreless contest in an elimination game. And Alex Ritzdorf, the second baseman, steps in for his first at bat against Driscoll. Driscoll checks the runner at second. Comes set for a long time, now delivers to the plate, and that fastball's on the outside edge for strike one. So Driscoll up 0-1 on the batter, Ritzdorf. Ritzdorf is back in the box. Briggs takes his lead from second. Driscoll comes set. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Pickoff attempt, and he spun, but he never threw the ball to second. So there's a kickback move where he just kicked straight back to second base. Turned, but no throw was ever made. He comes set. Here's the 0-1 delivery forthcoming. Curveball that catches the outside edge. Strike two. So 0-2 on the batter, Ritzdorf. Driscoll trying to get out of the second inning unscathed. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and out. Misses for ball one. 1-2. So here's the 1-2 delivery to the second baseman, Ritzdorf. Curveball, and he chased it out off the plate and into the dirt. Good time for that pitch, and a good pitch, good placement by Driscoll. So Ritzdorf goes down swinging for the third and final out of the top of the second. For the Columbus United Federal Credit Union Blues, there were no runs, one hit that inning, one guy left on base. Going into the bottom of the second inning, we remain scoreless from here in Gretna. We'll be back after these commercial messages. Thanks for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. Baseball fans, this broadcast of the Nebraska American Legion Area 6 Juniors Tournament is brought to you by our sponsors. One such sponsor is Kirsten Construction of Gretna, Nebraska, a full-service underground utility contractor, providing quality service to residential, industrial, and commercial clients in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. They provide free estimates. Give them a call. Services include underground utilities, water and sewer line repairs, and snow removal. And Kirsten Precast Concrete products include manholes, septic tanks, and special orders. Give Kirsten Construction a call at 402-332-4141, a proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball. Bottom of the second inning here from Gretna, Junior American Legion Baseball action in the Area 6 Nebraska Tournament. And first up to bat for Norfolk is going to be the shortstop, number 25, Gavin Schultz. Pitcher Connor Dush, the right-hander, delivers, and the first pitch misses high. 1-0 pitch is hit into foul territory on the right side. There is room on the field. The first baseman got to the warning track, became a little leery of the fence, so he wasn't able to get all the way underneath that hit, and there's new life for Schultz. So he easily could have been put out on that play. So 1-1 count to the shortstop, Gavin Schultz. Dush from the full windup. Here's the delivery. Right down the tubes. Blew it by him that time. 1-2 to Schultz. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Dush. And it was a fastball that was up and out, but he took a swing at it, fouled it up over the backstop and out of play.
Return those foul balls. Collect 50 cents.
I definitely want to take this time to thank our sponsors for the foul ball bounty, American National Bank and Speedy Mart of Gretna. They give 50 cents per foul ball that's returned, and here's another opportunity for some youngster as it's fouled up over the top of the backstop, this time on the left side of the press box. So Gavin Schultz, who's worth at least $2 to somebody, $1 to somebody who's chasing balls, sees the 1-2 count curveball that misses just out off the plate. They're going to ask for an appeal down to first. The umpire says no, he did not go. So the count remains 2-2. Dush from the full windup, 2-2 pitch. Fastball at the knees, strike 3. So Schultz goes down looking to start the bottom of the second inning for Norfolk. And this will bring up to bat the pitcher, number 27, Jaden Driscoll. Driscoll, righty on the mound and righty at the plate as he steps in. Pitcher-on-pitcher battle between Dush and Driscoll. Dush delivers the first pitch, curveball right there on the outside corner for strike 1. Oh and 1 to the batter, Driscoll. Pop fly into foul territory on the third base line. The pitcher, Dush, off the mound. Him and the catcher were going after that ball full speed together, and Dush got over to it and made the catch. Nice athletic play by the pitcher. So it brings up to bat number 28, the third baseman, Sam Yeagles. Those of you just joining us, Yeagles bats from the left side against the right-handed pitcher, Connor Dush. 0-0 ball games. No runs have been scored here in the bottom of the second inning. First offering from Dush is a fastball that misses outside for ball 1. Here's the full windup, the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, 2-0. So 2-0 the count on the batter, third baseman Sam Yeagles. That's a fastball at the knees for strike 1. 2-1. Ball game moving along at a good pace as we're already in the bottom of the second. There's a 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So Dush one pitch away from getting himself out of this inning. 2-2's the count to the batter, Yeagles. And fouled off. Just hit the end of the bat. Cue-balled it back towards the third base dugout. And when I say it hit off the end of Sam Yeagles' bat has a yellow plastic end cap. And that was the only thing that touched that baseball in the last swing. 2-2 pitch is way up and in. Gets away from the catcher and back to the backstop. So the count goes full on Yeagles. So, bottom of the second, 2 down, 3-2 pitch to Sam Yeagles. Grounded right back to the pitcher. Dush takes a couple steps over to first and will just flip it to his first baseman for out number 3. So, Connor Dush right now cruising for Columbus. As in the bottom of the second, he sees 3 batters and 3 batters are retired. We're going to the top of the third inning. We remain scoreless from here in Gretna. Thanks for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. We'll be back with the top of the third inning of play as the United Federal Credit Union Columbus Juniors will get their chance to get on the board right after these messages.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's Scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's Scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
These days, everybody is on the go all the time. You need banking solutions that go with you, like mobile banking from American National Bank. No matter where you are, you could deposit checks, transfer money, pay bills, and even find a nearby ATM, all from your smartphone. Download our app today and bank at the speed of life with American National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. And we're back here from Gretna, Nebraska. Glad you can join us on GretnaBaseball.com. Getting ready for the top of the third inning. It's going to be a second time through the batting order for the United Federal Credit Union Columbus Blues. So Tyler Palmer steps into the plate. He'll be the leadoff batter. First pitch that he sees from the pitcher, Jaden Driscoll, is a fastball on the inside corner at the knees for strike one. Palmer, this is his second at bat. He let it off in the first and grounded out to the shortstop. The 0-1 pitch is outside and away from the catcher. Back to the backstop, so it's 1-1. Righty on righty here. Driscoll from the full windup, 1-1 delivery. Fastball on the outside corner for strike two. So 1-2 count to the third baseman, Tyler Palmer. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Driscoll. Curveball. Palmer went after it, chased it out off the plate, and goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Number 6.
So when Driscoll throws that curveball, if he throws it in that position, that's a tough pitch. He starts it on probably the outside third of the plate. He gets halfway there, and then it just starts breaking way outside. So they go to pull the trigger, they commit to it, and then they're chasing air. Here's the first pitch to the catcher, Eric Mustard, and it's taken inside for a ball. Mustard, his first at bat, had a base hit and got all the way around to third, but was unable to score. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him, fastball on the outside corner, strike one. And it's 1-1 to the catcher, Mustard. Mustard batting from the right side. Driscoll from the full windup. Here's the pitch. An outside pitch is hit well into right field. The right fielder going back towards the fence. Turns and makes the catch for out number 2. So the wind, which had been blowing lightly earlier today straight out to center, has now shifted and is blowing right out to left. And it's blowing a lot more briskly, probably 10 to 15 mile an hour winds right now. Cole Wilcox, the shortstop, comes up to bat and takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Pitch number 2 is right there on the outside corner. So Wilcox takes the second pitch for a strike as well. And the count's 0-2. Driscoll one pitch from getting out of the top of the third. Catcher moves way outside, and it's on the outside corner. Drops the ball, but picks it up and tags Wilcox out at the plate. And Wilcox goes down looking on 3 straight pitches. And just like that, that's the end of the top of the third inning. We're going to the bottom of the third inning already here from Gretna in Game 10, an elimination game. And your score is 0-0. We'll be back right after these messages. Thanks for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. At American National Bank, the financial well-being of families and businesses has been our top priority for more than a century. And with a tradition of conservative and financially responsible decisions, we remain stable, safe, sound, and well-capitalized. That means you can spend more time focusing on what's important to you and less time worrying about your money. So relax. Our strength and stability means your money is safe and secure. Visit us at one of our 30 locations or go online at www.american.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's Scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards. and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
Bottom of the third inning, we return here to the Area 6 Juniors Nebraska American Legion Baseball Tournament from Gretna, Nebraska. Elimination game with Columbus facing Norfolk, and Norfolk is up to bat here in the bottom of the third. Andrew Brandel, the right fielder, is going to start off by driving a ball deep into the gap in right center field. He's rounding first and heading to second. Center fielder has the ball and throws it in, and it's going to hold him up at second, but Brandel, lead-off double here in the third inning to get things started for Norfolk.
Number 13, first baseman Eli Alvarado.
So good hitting. Didn't even get a chance to introduce Mr. Brandel as he stepped into the box, and the first pitch he saw, he just whacked. So the umpire was writing down something on the card. Was there a change that I missed, guys? Okay, well, don't see a change. Just saw the umpire writing something on the card. So Eli Alvarado, first baseman, steps in for the first time. Takes the first pitch from Dush outside off the plate for ball one. So one down. Eli Alvarado steps in for the first time and takes the second pitch low. 2-0 to Alvarado. So Brandel, as far as we know, is standing out there at second. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Alvarado, swing and a miss for strike one. So the count goes 2-1 on Eli Alvarado. Alvarado batting from the right side. Dush comes set, checks the runner at second. Swing and a miss, strike two. So Dush comes set, 2-2 pitch to the first baseman, Alvarado. Curveball gets him swinging. And that's a strike. And it's strikeout swinging for Alvarado.
Number 16, catcher.
So finally Mr. Brandel turned over there on second where we could confirm his number. So it is still Andrew Brandel standing on second. Alvarado down on strikes, brings up for the first time the catcher, number 16, Berkeley Brummond. Brummond swings at a curveball and hits it over to third baseman into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Quickly thrown into third base. So Brandel is going to move up to third on the base hit by Berkeley Brummond.
Number 21, center fielder Colby Mersney.
So one down and runners on the corner. And we are going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Brummond, as number 36, Braden Sharp, is going to come in and do the running.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 36, Braden Sharp.
So Sharp checks in, goes over to first base in place of the catcher, Brummond. So to reset you, one down here in the top of the third inning. Andrew Brandel, who led off with a double, now standing on third. Berkeley Brummond. Sorry, top of the third inning. Berkeley Brummond, Braden Sharp standing over at first, running for Berkeley Brummond. Brandel at third, and Colby Mersney in to bat for the second time. And that's a foul ball for strike one. Mersney flew out to the right fielder and is only at bat in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. But now has runner in scoring position at third. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Dush. Runner takes off from first. They're going to throw through to second, and they missed the tag. He slid right by the tag, so the throw looked like it was there in plenty of time, but the shortstop had come up in front of the bag and was not able to apply the tag as the runner went by. So 1-1 your count as Sharp steals second. from the full windup. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's popped up to the right side. Foul territory. First baseman makes a diving attempt, and it's out off his glove. So he wasn't able to quite glove it. 1-2 is your count. So new life for Mersney. Two runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the third inning. Norfolk batting and trying to score a run. 1-2 pitch upcoming. And that's a weak pop fly. It's going to bounce in front of the second baseman. The throw. Okay, they're going to appeal this to the pitcher because the first baseman came up and it looked like his foot pulled off the base. And he's asking for some help from the base umpire. So the call on the play is out. But the third base coach is going to go have a discussion with the umpire out there in the field and ask if he could check with the plate ump to see if the foot came up off the base. Now, from where I'm sitting, it looked like the first baseman's foot clearly came up off the base and that he also bobbled the ball. I didn't think he had control until the runner was by. So the two umpires are going to get together and they're going to discuss this here in the field. And I fully expect an overrule. And nope, they won't overrule each other. I honestly think that's a bad call. That's a poor call. The crew's been doing a great job, but the whole point of talking to each other is to get it right, not to back each other up. And I don't think they got that one right.
Left fielder, Hunter Klaus.
Either way, we'll mark it down in the book, 4-3 officially. And it brings up to bat number 12, the left fielder, Hunter Klaus. So runners on second to third, 2 down now here in the bottom of the third. And a curveball by Dush comes right in the back door for strike one. 0-1 to count on Klaus. Klaus is 0 for 1 today, grounding out to the shortstop in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him, fastball low and in the dirt outside. 1-1 is your count. So Brandel standing over on third. Courtesy runner Braden Sharp standing on second. Klaus in at the plate. Here's the pitch from Dush. And it's fouled off the end of the bat into the backstop on the left side. Count goes to 1-2. Wind kind of changing every once in a while here, either blowing straight out to center or to left center field, depending on the gusts. Just from the full windup, here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit to the left side. The shortstop gloves it after moving to his right, fires across the diamond, and that throws in time. So Klaus, for the second time, grounds out to the shortstop, but this one ends the inning. So Norfolk threatened, had two runners in scoring position with only one out, and neither one could get across the plate. We still remain scoreless. Quick 3 innings already. We're in the 4th inning of play, and we're only about 35 minutes into this game. Your score is 0-0. We'll be back with the top of the 4th inning from here in Gretna, Nebraska after this. Hey, thank you for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. Baseball fans, this broadcast of the Nebraska American Legion Area 6 Juniors Tournament is brought to you by our sponsors. One such sponsor is Kirsten Construction of Gretna, Nebraska, a full-service underground utility contractor, providing quality service to residential, industrial, and commercial clients in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. They provide free estimates. Give them a call. Services include underground utilities, water and sewer line repairs, and snow removal. And Kirsten Precast Concrete products include manholes, septic tanks, and special orders. Give Kirsten Construction a call at 402-332-4141, a proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball. Top of the 4th inning of play coming up here from Gretna, Nebraska. We're back in Columbus up to bat. Tyler Wessel, the first baseman, 1 for 1 on the day with a single in the first inning. Sees the first pitch come in. It's called a strike on the outside corner by pitcher Jaden Driscoll. 0-1, the count on the batter Wessel. Driscoll from the full windup delivers. Another pitch, carbon copy, except this one's a little bit higher. Right on the outside corner, though. 0-2 is the count to Wessel. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Driscoll as he steps back from the full windup. 0-2 pitch. Bounces in front of the plate. Catcher just tried to glove at it, missed it, and almost caught the umpire. 1-2 your count. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Driscoll. And that one's low and outside. 2-2 on the batter, Tyler Wessel. Curveball. And the back foot bailed out on Wessel, and he wasn't able to hit that one. Strikeout swinging for out number 1. So far this is setting up as a pitcher's duel between Driscoll and Dush. And up to bat comes the right fielder, number 9, Caden Pallon. Pallon is 0 for 1, grounding out to the shortstop his first at bat. Takes the first pitch and hits it deep to left center field. The center fielder running straight back. He's not going to get to it. Pallon's around second. And the shortstop missed the cutoff, so Pallon's going to run and try to stretch it to third. And he's able to. So the throw from deep center field, the ball was hit to the deep left center field gap, rolled all the way back to the fence. Center fielder chasing after it, made a throw into the cutoff man that missed the cutoff man. Cutoff man had to chase the ball, so the shortstop chased the ball down towards the foul line. Picked it up and tried throwing it off balance to third to get Pallon coming in, but he was safe. So that's going to be you calling it a double or a triple, Clark? Double with an error on the throw to the cutoff man. And that sets Pallon up on third. So Curtis Briggs, designated hitter, number 7, steps in. Sees the first pitch for a ball, and on this 1-0 offering, fouls it over the backstop to the right side for a strike. 1-1 the count on the batter, designated hitter Briggs. Briggs batting from the right side, sees a curveball that gets by the catcher. Runner is coming in from third, and he's going to score. That's our first run of the ball game, as Pallon is going to score on the wild pitch. And here at the top of the 4th inning, finally broke the seal, and it looks like Columbus is on the board 1-0. Two-one count to the batter Briggs now with nobody on base, and he drills one to right center field. This one's might be extra bases. He rounds first. The center fielder just now picking it up after chasing it back towards the track. And he's going to coast into second, Briggs, with a double. So just when I mentioned that we had kind of a pitcher's duel on our hand, as both pitchers had been in control of the game, back-to-back doubles. And Columbus is starting to hit the ball. Left fielder Dalton Burgess steps in with Briggs on second. Here's the first pitch from Driscoll. Fastball misses high and outside for ball 1. 1-0 in favor of Columbus over Norfolk here in the top of the 4th inning of play. Burgess steps in. Driscoll checks the runner at second and delivers fastball in the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 is your count. Driscoll from the stretch comes set once again. 1-1 pitch to Burgess. No, he spins and looks back toward second, pump fakes, doesn't throw the ball. But Briggs is going to go back into second standing up. We'll set it up again. Back on the rubber, digs in, comes set. 1-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2 for Burgess. Burgess, who struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Down in the count 1-2 here to Driscoll. Driscoll comes set, looks in, and delivers on 1-2. Hard ground ball back up the middle. Nobody's going to... Oh, the second baseman was able to knock it down just before it got into the outfield. I thought it went under his arm, but he knocked it straight down into the ground. It's going to be a base hit for Burgess. And on the play, Briggs advances up to third. And we're going to have a timeout on the field as the Norfolk coach is going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. So top of the 4th inning, and the first run has been scored. United Federal Credit Union out of Columbus pushed across a run earlier this inning after a leadoff double and reaching third in an error, and then a wild pitch to the next batter. So as we stand right now, they're still meeting on the mound. The home plate umpire is going out there to break it up. Columbus leads 1-0 and has a chance to add a couple more runs as there's only one down here in the top of the fourth.
Now batting number 5, center fielder
Curtis Briggs, the designated hitter, is standing on third base. Dalton Burgess, the left fielder, standing on first. So runners on the corner. Up comes Sam Nelson, the center fielder. Nelson shows bunt. It pushes a beautiful bunt towards first base. There's nobody covering the bag. That's going to be a base hit for Nelson as both the pitcher and the first baseman came crashing on the play and nobody came over to cover the bag. So Briggs scores on the play, making your score 2-0. Burgess moves up to second on the play, and Nelson is credited with a base hit on the sacrifice bunt that nobody covered first on. Brings up to bat the second baseman, Ritzdorf. Ritzdorf with runners on first and second and one down comes up to bat. Ritzdorf's the second baseman, batting from the right side, wearing the number 11. Sees the first pitch right down the middle at the knees for a strike. So 0-1 to Ritzdorf. Ritzdorf on the day 0 for 1. Struck out swinging to end the second inning. Driscoll comes set, checks the runner at second, looks into the plate. Here's the delivery. And that's on the outside corner, knee high for a strike. 0-2. So one down here in the top of the fourth inning. 2-0 in favor of Columbus. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball towards the second baseman. Not going to be able to. They try to turn two. And they're going to say that the shortstop, when he crossed the base, was not touching the base. So with the runner moving like that, I figured he would go automatically over to first base, but instead, the second baseman goes to second, and his throw pulls the shortstop off the base. That's going to be called E4 on the play. So now with one down, Tyler Palmer, the third baseman, comes up to bat, and Palmer dispatches a line drive over the third baseman's head. One run scores. Runner is coming around from second. He will score. Palmer ends up on first base with the 2 RBI single. And now the score is 4-0. As on the play, Burgess came in to score from third, and Nelson came in to score from second.
Number 6, catcher Eric Mustard.
Ritzdorf moves up to second base. Palmer standing at first after the 2 RBI single. Eric Mustard, the catcher, steps in. First pitch he sees is popped up high in the air right over the top of home plate. The catcher stands up, makes the catch. Runner was way off between second and third, but he gets back in time as they try to double him up. And with that pop fly out to the catcher by Mustard, they're now 2 outs. Mustard on the day now, 1 for 3. Leadoff double and then flew out to the right fielder and now to the catcher. And there's 2 down. Your score is 4-0 in favor of Columbus. And Cole Wilcox, the shortstop, number 3, comes up to bat. Wilcox 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a strikeout. And he sees the first pitch, a curveball that misses low and in the dirt for ball 1. Ninth batter of the inning for Columbus, as they've hung 4 runs so far this inning. Wilcox trying to make it more. There's a pitch low and inside that he takes a golf swing at and hacks foul over the backstop and out of play. Count goes to 1-1.
50 cents, courtesy of Speedy Mart and American National Bank.
Here's the 1-1 delivery to Wilcox. No. Spin and throw, pickoff attempt. Little confusion there as both of the middle infielders met at second base at the same time trying to catch the pickoff throw from Driscoll. Fortunately, second baseman made the catch, and the runner, Alex Ritzdorf, was able to dive back in safely. 1-1 as Driscoll comes set and looks into Wilcox. Pitch misses off the outside corner. 2-1. If you're just joining us, folks, we were scoreless until this inning where Columbus has hung 4 runs so far here in the top of the fourth inning. 2-1 count to the batter, Wilcox. That pitch misses low. 3-1. So 3-1 count to the batter Wilcox. Driscoll comes set, checks the runner at second. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's hit high into shallow center field. Second baseman backs out and will make the catch as he backpedals. So Wilcox flies out to end the fourth inning for Columbus, but not until 4 big runs have come across. We're no longer scoreless. Going into the bottom of the fourth inning, United Federal Credit of Columbus leads the game by a score of 4-0. Norfolk will have its chance to put themselves on the board when we come back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Thank you for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. Bottom of the fourth inning from here in Gretna. We're getting ready to resume play as Norfolk coming up to bat. Number 26, the second baseman, Aaron Bonderson, steps into the box. Bonderson 0 for 1 today as he grounded out to the third baseman. Takes the first pitch from Dush down the middle for a strike at the knees. 0-1 count to Bonderson. Here's the delivery. Fouled out of play, just out of play on the right-hand side. Actually into the bleachers and kicked hard back into the fence. Count goes to 0-2 on Bonderson. Bonderson grounded out to the third baseman to end the first inning. This is his first time back up here in the fourth. And he flares a fly ball into right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, and it's going to be a base hit for Bonderson. So from an 0-2 count, he gets a base hit.
Number 25, shortstop, Gavin Schultz.
This will bring up the shortstop, number 25, Gavin Schultz. Schultz went down looking in the second inning for the first out. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the first offering here in the fourth. Hard hit ball into the gap in left center field. Nobody's going to get to that. Little hesitation by the runner, Bonderson. He is going to come around third and try to score. Looks like Schultz is going to try for a triple. He slides into third, and he was off the base as his slide took his feet off the base, and the umpire punched him out. And there's going to be an argument there by the third base coach. So on the play, Schultz is going to get credit for an RBI double, but he's thrown out trying to advance it to a triple. So mark it 8-6-3 for the first out. But on the play, Bonderson did come all the way around from first to score. So your score now is Columbus 4 and Norfolk 1 with 1 down and Driscoll up to bat. Driscoll hits a ball high in the air on the left side. The shortstop's drifting back, and he's underneath it for out number 2. So mark that down as F6. Bonderson now 0 for 2 on the day.
Number 28, third baseman, Sam Yeagles.
Brings up to bat the third baseman, Sam Yeagles. Yeagles 0 for 1 on the day as he grounded back to the pitcher to end the second inning. Yeagle's batting from the left side. Sees a pitch just off the outside corner for ball one. Columbus leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth with Fremont at bat. Here's a ball that's hit weakly towards the shortstop in the air, and he'll make the catch. So Yeagles flies out for out number 3. Now 0 for 2 on the day. And quickly the fourth inning ends. Your score, Columbus 4, Norfolk 1. We'll be back with the top of the fifth in just a couple of moments. Thanks for listening to us on GretnaBaseball.com. As a bank, we have donated our energy and resources to building stronger communities. Because we live here just like you, we believe that through a stronger community, everyone prospers together. American National Bank, with 30 locations in Nebraska and Iowa. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. These days, everybody is on the go all the time. You need banking solutions that go with you, like mobile banking from American National Bank. No matter where you are, you can deposit checks, transfer money, pay bills, and even find a nearby ATM, all from your smartphone. Download our app today and bank at the speed of life with American National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. And we're back top of the fifth inning here in Gretna, Nebraska. Game 10 for the Area 6 Juniors Tournament in Class A. Columbus is leading this one here in the top of the fifth, 4-1. First batter for Columbus will be number 16, the first baseman Tyler Wessel. He fouls one up and out of play on the right side for strike one. Wessel on today 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. He takes the next pitch low and in the dirt for 1-1. Driscoll still on the mound for Fremont. From the full windup, 1-1 pitch. Misses low and outside. 2-1 now the count on Wessel. Two-one count. Beautiful day here at Gretna. And that one's on the inside corner. He turns on it and rips it, but rips it way foul. So no doubter way out of here, foul territory at least. And the count goes to 2-2. That's a pitch over the outside corner, and Wessel drills it to the right field line. He's going to get a single out of it as the right fielder got over into foul territory quickly to pick up the ball. So solid line drive base hit down the right field line by Wessel. And Columbus, again, putting some runs up on the board here, or trying to.
Number 9, right fielder, Caden Pallon.
So Caden Pallon, the right fielder, comes up 1 for 2 on the day with a big double and reached third on an error. He steps in with Wessel on first. Here's the pitch, and that's hit to the right side, drifting foul, and it is a foul ball. So he didn't get a whole lot of it, just kind of reached out, stuck his bat out there, and flared it over the first baseman. It just kept drifting foul. The count's 0-1. So 0-1 count to Pallon. Wessel standing on first. The pitcher, Driscoll, checks the runner at first, comes set. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and he shows bunt, and the bunt attempt is fouled backwards. So he didn't get the bunt down, 0-2. So 0-2 your count on the right fielder, Caden Pallon. Driscoll checks the runner, comes set. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Curveball golfed up in the air and back into foul territory, and the catcher is not able to catch up with it. So it will drop, and Pallon has new life. The count remaining 0-2. So 0-2 is the count to the batter, Pallon. Driscoll checks the runner and comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but he was able to knock it down enough where the runner could not advance. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count on the batter, Pallon. Driscoll comes set. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And Pallon hits a weak dribbler down the foul line, and it's just foul when it's touched by the third baseman. So the count remains 1-2. Top of the fifth inning of play here from Gretna. Game 10, an elimination game with Columbus leading 4-1. We're just in the top of the fifth, two batters into it, no outs, runner standing on first. And Pallon has fought off two strike pitches. He steps back into the box. Driscoll comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball that gets away from the catcher, squirts behind him, not very far, but far enough that the runner, Wessel, is going to be able to move up to second on the pass ball. So 2-2 count on the batter, Pallon. No outs here in the top of the fifth. Runner on second base in the form of Tyler Wessel. Driscoll kicks away some dirt from the mound, steps on, comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch misses off the outside corner. Might be a hole in that catcher's glove as that one hit the glove and fell out as well. 3-2 now the count as Pallon's worked his way up from 0-2. Driscoll comes set, looks at the runner on second. Here's the full count delivery. Curveball misses away and in the dirt, and Pallon climbs the ladder all the way from 0-2 to earn himself a walk.
Number 7, designated hitter, Curtis Briggs.
And it brings up to bat the designated hitter, Curtis Briggs. Briggs having a great game at the plate so far, as he has a single and a double to his name in his two previous at-bats. And we're going to have a timeout on the field, as it looks like the coach is going to come out and meet with his pitcher, Driscoll. So mound meeting still going on. The home plate umpire is starting to drift that way to break it up. But it looks like the meeting is over with. Driscoll is going to stay on the hill. And the coach will head back to the dugout. The fielders back to their positions. And Curtis Briggs, designated hitter, 2 for 2 on the day, steps in from the right side against the righty Driscoll. Runners on first and second. Nobody down here in the top of the fifth. And it's a bunt that's laid down nicely by Briggs. He's going to throw to third, and they get the lead runner at third. The bunt was down to third base line a little too hard, and they were able to get the lead runner.
Number 18, left fielder, Dalton Borchers.
So instead of a sacrifice, that becomes a fielder's choice for Briggs. He's standing on first, Pallon at second with one down. Dalton Burgess comes in batting from the left side. The left fielder, he hits a hard one to the first baseman. The first baseman touches the base, then throws to second looking for the tag out there. So Burgess, the left fielder, number 18, who was 1 for 2 on the day, is now 1 for 3 as he goes down 3 unassisted. On the play, however, Briggs and Pallon both move up, so Pallon's on third, Briggs at second, and in steps Sam Nelson, the center fielder. First pitch to Nelson, fouled back into the backstop for strike one. Nelson on the day 1 for 2 as he flew out to center and then had a base hit in the fourth inning. Batting from the right side, Driscoll looks in, checks the runner at third, gets his sign. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball that missed just a little low and outside. 1-1. So 1-1 your count. Pitcher Jaden Driscoll trying to get out of this inning without any damage. There's a fly ball hit to right field. The right fielder's going to coast underneath it and make the catch. And after giving up a leadoff hit and a walk, Driscoll is able to get himself out of the inning. Going into the bottom of the fifth inning of play, your score remains Columbus 4, Norfolk 1. We'll be back with more baseball on GretnaBaseball.com at the bottom of the fifth inning after these words from our sponsors. Thanks for listening to us on GretnaBaseball.com. At American National Bank, the financial well-being of families and businesses has been our top priority for more than a century. And with a tradition of conservative and financially responsible decisions, we remain stable, safe, sound, and well-capitalized. That means you can spend more time focusing on what's important to you and less time worrying about your money. So relax. Our strength and stability means your money is safe and secure. Visit us at one of our 30 locations or go online at www.american.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All right, we're back to the bottom of the fifth inning. And the first pitch to the batter, number 30, Andrew Brandel, misses outside for ball one. Second pitch, the 1-0 pitch, fouled back by Brandel into the backstop, 1-1. So Connor Dush still out there on the mound for Columbus here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And Andrew Brandel at the plate has a 1-1 count until that pitch. Outside corner swing and a miss, 1-2. Brandel, his only other at bat in the third inning, had a double. He's down 1-2 to Dush right now. And here he hits one. He fights off a curveball and just kind of pushes it through the gap between the first and second baseman. So Brandel now 2 for 2 on the day with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 13, first baseman Eli Alvarado.
So it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Andrew Brandel down there.
Now running at first base, number 51, Brody Lure.
So Brody Lure is going to come in as a pinch runner for the right fielder, Andrew Brandel. Again, not a courtesy runner because he's not a pitcher or a catcher. This is a substitution. So he checks into the game in that place in the batting order for right now. So Lure takes his lead off first. Alvarado up to the plate. Alvarado strokes one to the third baseman. Third baseman over to the second baseman. Here's the turn, and they got him. So the leadoff single is erased on a 5-4-3 double play all the way around the horn. So Lure is retired at second, 5-4, and Alvarado retired on the 5-4-3.
Number 16, catcher Berkeley Drummond.
So Berkeley Drummond comes up to the plate. Drummond, who is the catcher, in his first at bat had a single, and he takes the first offering from Dush low and away for a ball. So 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Here's the 1-0 delivery, and that one's up and in. 2-0 to the batter, catcher Berkeley Drummond. So fifth inning, this is Drummond's second at bat here. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That one misses low, 3-0. So 3-0 to the catcher Drummond. Dush from the full windup, 3-0 pitch. Curveball in on the inside corner, 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's going to get through. Another base hit. Drummond is 2 for 2 on the day. And if everything holds true as previous, it's going to be Braden Sharp, number 36, coming in as a courtesy runner for Brummond at first.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 36, Braden Sharp. Your batter, number 21, center fielder, Colby Mersney.
So Colby Mersney, the center fielder wearing number 21, comes up to bat here in the bottom of the fifth inning with a runner on first and 2 away. Mersney 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to right field and a ground ball to the second baseman. Pickoff attempt, and Sharp's able to get back into first safely. So there's still no count on the batter Colby Mersney as he's awaiting the first pitch of this at-bat. Dush comes set. Here's the delivery. And that's an inside pitch that's turned on and hit one hopper right to the left fielder. That's going to be a base hit for Mersney.
Number 12.
On the play, Sharp's going to advance to second. Mersney up at the plate. And number 12, Hunter Glaus, steps in from the left side to bat. Klaus on the day has grounded out to the shortstop twice, so he's 0 for 2. And he takes the first pitch, a curveball, right down the pipe for a strike. 0-1 to Klaus. Klaus, who actually represents the tying run at the plate right now with 2 down. 0-1 pitch is followed up with a curveball that catches the knees at the outside corner, and the count's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count, 2 people out, runners on first and second. Dush comes set, another curveball, and this one is drilled back up the middle. You weren't going to fool Klaus the third time. The center fielder has some problems handling it. The runner will round third and score. Now an overthrow, throwing it back in from center field. The runners are both going to advance. So on the play, Braden Sharp, who was doing the courtesy running for Brummond, comes all the way around from second and scores. Mersney, who is on first, is going to advance all the way up to third. And Klaus, with that RBI single, is going to advance to second on the overthrow back into the infield. So Klaus stands at second after that base hit, that RBI single.
Now batting number 42, Brett O'Brien.
So number 42, Brett O'Brien, is now going to bat for the first time as he checks into the game. And O'Brien takes the first pitch low and inside for a ball. So your score now, Columbus 4, Norfolk 2. Tying run is standing on second base. Runner on third base. And the second pitch to O'Brien is in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 as Norfolk's trying to climb back into this game. The 2-0 delivery is in the dirt and outside. 3-0 quickly to the batter, Brett O'Brien. O'Brien takes the 3-0 offering right on the inside corner for strike 1. 3-1 to count the Brett O'Brien. Hits one off the handle over the shortstop. Is it going to drop? Yes. It drops in front of the center fielder. It's going to score a run. And the center fielder just fires it into the mound where the pitcher, Dush, is going to go ahead and pick it up. So on a 3-1 count, O'Brien was swinging, and he comes up with a bloop single into center field that scores another run. So runners on the corner, and this lead's been trimmed to 4-3. Columbus ahead 4-3. And we've got a balk called on the pitcher. And with the balk on the pitcher, the runner comes in from third. Klaus scores. And O'Brien moves up to second base, so they're going to get an explanation as the coach comes out of the Columbus dugout, wondering what the call is on the balk, but the home plate umpire did not hesitate. There was no hesitation whatsoever. And he's asking the umpire what he did as he's trying to figure out what he did out there on the mound. And Columbus fielders are very upset at the call. So Schultz was stepping into the bat, and something happened out on the mound with the pitcher. I don't know if he had both hands together and separated them or what happened, but whatever he did, it was clearly a balk in the mind of the home plate umpire, and he immediately called timeout and moved the runners up. So we're tied at 4 apiece here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Schultz is up to bat, and O'Brien is standing on second. The first pitch to Schultz is fouled into the backstop. 0-1. So 0-1 is your count on the batter, Schultz. Dush comes set. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Right down the middle, blew it by him that time as the count's 0-2. So Norfolk came into the inning trailing 4-1. They've tied it up at 4 and still have a chance to add some more to the board. 0-2, the count on the batter, Schultz. Here's the pitch. It's low and outside. He just reaches out and pokes it to the shortstop. And the shortstop's going to make the throw. Good, strong throw across the field to get the runner at first. And, folks, we have a dandy going into the 6th inning, tied at 4 apiece. Your score, Columbus United Federal Credit Union 4, Norfolk Daily News Post 16 4. Tie ball game after 5 complete innings of play. We'll be back with the 6th inning after this. Thanks for listening to us on GretnaBaseball.com. And we're back here from Gretna, Nebraska. Elimination game, Game 10 of the Area 6 Nebraska American Legion Juniors Class A tournament. We're tied at 4 apiece here going into the top of the 6th. Batting first for Columbus will be the second baseman, number 11, Alex Ritzdorf. And Ritzdorf takes the first pitch from Driscoll outside for a ball. Righty on righty. Here's the 1-0 pitch right on the outside corner at the knee. Is called strike 1-1. And Columbus doesn't like anything right now that the umpires call. 1-1 pitch. Misses off the inside corner. 2-1. So Driscoll definitely missed his spot right there as the catcher was set up outside and the pitch missed inside. 2-1 delivery is at the knees down the middle. 2-2 is your count. Ritzdorf leading it off for Columbus. There's a curveball that doesn't quite get back to the inside corner. And the count goes full. So full count on the leadoff batter for this inning, number 11, Alex Ritzdorf. Driscoll from the full windup delivers, and a high fastball is fouled straight back to the backstop, and we'll do it again. 3-2 is your count. 4-4 ball game here in the top of the 6th. Nobody out. First batter of the inning. Here's the payoff pitch to Ritzdorf, and it's popped up in the air to short right field. The first baseman turns a couple circles and drops the ball. He reached up and hit his glove, and it fell right out. So that's going to be marked as an error on the first baseman. And that all started with the footwork on that play. When that ball was hit up, he went one direction, had to change directions, ended up reaching up above his head and kind of behind him. And the ball hit that big first baseman mitt and fell out. So E3 puts Ritzdorf on first. And Palmer comes up and hits one. Diving catch by the left fielder as Palmer gets a base hit taken away from him. He hit the ball hard. It's just the left fielder was able to get onto it.
Catcher Eric Mustard.
And so tough luck for Palmer there as that ball was well hit. But it ends up going down as a fly out to the left fielder. The book brings up the catcher, number 6, Eric Mustard. Mustard on the day, 1 for 3. After a single in the first, he's flown out to right and to the catcher. He shows bunt and pulls back. The runner will advance up to second as the ball was mishandled by the catcher. So Ritzdorf now stands on second. The pitch was a called strike by the umpire. We have a timeout on the field while Ritzdorf does some shoe tying out there on second base. So top of the 6th inning, let's see if the error comes back to haunt Norfolk. As Ritzdorf reached on the error, is now standing on second with 1 down. Mustard at the plate, the count is 0-1. Pickoff attempt, and they're going to spin back with the leg kick, but no throw as Ritzdorf dives back in. Mustard 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Driscoll, and it misses up and inside. Count evens up at 1 apiece. And timeout is called as the coach is going to go have a chat with his pitcher. So the coach has brought the entire infield in to meet. According to our official score and pitch count keeper, Driscoll right now is at 93 pitches. So he's got 12 pitches left before he's got to come out of the game. He can blow past the 105 limit if he's working on a batter. But once that batter's complete, he'll have to come out of the game. So this, in all likelihood, is going to be the last inning of work in which we see Jaden Driscoll. 1-1 count to the batter, Mustard. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air to left center field. The left fielder retreating back goes into the gap and makes the catch out away from his body. But that's the second out of the inning on the pop out to the left fielder.
Number 3, shortstop, Cole Wilcox.
And that only gets into pitch 94 as that happened on the very next pitch after we gave you the pitch count. So he's at 94. Cole Wilcox, the shortstop, comes up 0 for 3 on the day with a couple flyouts and a strikeout. Has a runner in scoring position. He hits a ground ball to the shortstop. The shortstop fields it, throws across the diamond, and they got him. They're out of the inning. And the best news is I might have been wrong about us not seeing Driscoll again. He still has 10 pitches. So Driscoll has 10 pitches to work the top of the 7th inning. And we're still tied 4 apiece.
No runs, 1 hit, and no errors.
So well-played ball game that's going to come right down to the last out or outs. We're tied at 4 apiece, folks. This is a good one here in Gretna. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th inning right after this. Thanks for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. Baseball fans, this broadcast of the Nebraska American Legion Area 6 Juniors Tournament is brought to you by our sponsors. One such sponsor is Kirsten Construction of Gretna, Nebraska, a full-service underground utility contractor, providing quality service to residential, industrial, and commercial clients in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. They provide free estimates. Give them a call. Services include underground utilities, water and sewer line repairs, and snow removal. And Kirsten Precast Concrete products include manholes, septic tanks, and special orders. Give Kirsten Construction a call at 402-332-4141, a proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Columbus versus Norfolk in an elimination game. Norfolk is up to bat here in the bottom of the sixth, and it's Jaden Driscoll, the pitcher, who comes up to the plate. He hits a dribbler towards the third baseman. He can't handle it cleanly, and then fires it wildly to the first baseman. Thankfully, the first baseman was able to get up and get part of a glove on it. So, got to chat with our official scorer. Are you going E5? It's going to be marked E5, as if the third baseman would have come cleanly. We think he could have made the play. So Driscoll's on first and reaches on the air. Brings up to bat number 28, the third baseman, Sam Yeagles. So Yeagles up at the plate from the left side against the pitcher, Dush. Here's the first pitch, and Yeagles pokes at it in what I think was a bunt attempt. And he's down in the count 0-1. He never actually squared around, but he did kind of push the bat out there at the ball. 0-1 to Yeagles. And that's a bunt attempt, but it's bunted well foul. So it's 0-2 on the sacrifice attempt. So it goes way foul. Yeagles, who's 0 for 2 on the day, back to the pitcher and flew out to shortstop, is now in the hole 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Dush. Low fastball slapped at and hit foul, so he stays alive. Count remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 3, as the Eagles goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Number 30, right fielder, Andrew.
So, number 30, Andrew Brandel, who checks back in. This is only his third at-bat of the evening, as Lure pinch hit for him last time. And Brandel is, believe he is 1 for 1 with a double. Steps into the plate. Here's the first pitch. It's a ground ball hopper up the third baseline to the third baseman. The third baseman throws across the diamond, and he has him by half a step at first. So good hustle by Brandel to get down the line. But the third baseman over there, Tyler Palmer, we got to see his arm last night as he pitched against Baxter Otto of Gretna. And Palmer's got a cannon over there, and he had to use that cannon to get him out on the play. Very strong throw across the diamond as the ball was hugging the foul line. And it was just a slow chopper. So 2 away now. Driscoll standing out at second. And Alvarado up at the plate, the first baseman, Alvarado, is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and grounded into a double play. Alvarado takes the first pitch on the inside corner, low for ball 1. So, here's the 1-0 count. And the pitch is on the outside corner. Anthony is called strike, 1-1. Runner on second, 2 out. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Alvarado trying to reach out and stroke a base hit and score that runner from second. 1-1 count is popped up in the air in foul territory. The catcher, Mustard, drifts underneath it, and he'll make the catch to end the 6th inning. So the ball was popped up on the right side, the right field line, and it was in foul territory in front of the first base dugout. Mustard got a great jump, got up and out of his crouch, ran over there, settled underneath, and made a great catch. And ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get much more exciting than this. We're going into the final scheduled inning of play, going to the 7th inning, and we are tied at 4 apiece. Your score from Gretna in this elimination game, a loser has to go home, is 4-4 going into the top of the 7th. We'll be back with that top of the 7th inning right after this. Thanks for listening to an exciting one here on GretnaBaseball.com. We are back here in Gretna for the top of the 7th inning in a tie ball game. United Federal Credit Union of Columbus up to bat here in the top of the 7th, looking to put some runs on the board to separate themselves from Norfolk here in this elimination game. First batter is the first baseman Tyler Wessel, and he hits one in the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop. The third baseman made a diving attempt, but he's not able to get to it. And on the very first pitch he sees from Driscoll,
right fielder,
Wessel has a base hit. It's Wessel's third hit of the ball game as he's 3 for 4. And coming on as a courtesy runner is number 21, Derek Schmeckel. Well, that's not a courtesy, that's a straight pinch. As Wessel's the first baseman, so we've got a pinch runner and Derek Schmeckel comes in. So Schmeckel now running for Wessel at first. Pallon, the right fielder. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. Shows bunt but pulls it back. Here's the throwback attempt to first, and the runner is able to slide in safely. Even though he pulled back the bunt, the pitch call was a strike. So 0-1 on the batter, Pallon. Pickoff attempt over at first, and Schmeckel's back in safely. Driscoll comes set. Here's the pitch. Popped way up in the air. The catcher runs underneath it and makes the catch. So the sacrifice bunt attempt goes for naught. Instead, it ends up being an F2 as he flies out to the catcher who jumps out of the crouch and makes the catch.
Number 7, designated hitter, Curtis Briggs.
Brings up the designated hitter, Curtis Briggs. Briggs 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a double, and reached on a fielder's choice. So he's been hitting the ball well. So here's Briggs stepping up to the plate. Driscoll comes set, delivers. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. So 0-1 the count to your batter, Briggs. Driscoll from the stretch comes set. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball chopped to the third baseman. He's able to make the play at third. The throw over to the second baseman is in time. And the third baseman gets the lead runner, so Schmeckel is thrown out 5-4 for the second out of the inning. Briggs is safe on the fielder's choice, and that's the 100th pitch of the ballgame for Driscoll. He has 5 more pitches that he's still legal to throw. And it looks like we're going to have a new hitter in the ballgame.
Now batting number 2, Colby Gilson.
As Colby Gilson will come into bat for Dalton Burgess. So number 2, Colby Gilson. So Driscoll on the mound. Comes set. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside and low on the batter Gilson. 0-1. 0-1 count on the pinch hitter Gilson, stepping in from the left side. Driscoll comes set. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball that's fouled up over the backstop, 0-2.
Return those foul balls, collect 50 cents. Courtesy of Speedy Mart, American National Bank.
So 0-2 to the batter, Colby Gilson. Runner on first, 2 down here in the top of 7. Tie ball game. The pitch is a fastball that's low, doesn't get the call. Throw down to second, and somehow the runner is safe. The ball beat him there by a mile. Couldn't see it because there's kind of a pull in my vision here from the backstop, but it looks like, I don't know what it looks like. Somehow he got in there. And again, the third base coach not liking the call, well, not third base coach, the coach for Fremont, is going to go out and have a discussion with the base ump. So the count goes to 1-2. So 1-2 is the count. One and two is the count. Here's the pitch. Somehow fouled it off. It was a curveball that he was way out in front of. And somehow he got a piece of it, so the count remains 1-2. Yep, this is the 105th pitch coming up right here for Driscoll. So after this batter, he will be done. And it's a fly ball towards center field. It's going to get over to second baseman. Center fielder has the ball, throws to the plate. Here's the plate. The runner's in safe. So on the 105th pitch of the ball game, Briggs, who stole second on that play, we couldn't figure out for sure what happened, comes around to score on the base hit by the pinch hitter, Colby Gilson. So a big RBI single for Gilson, and that's going to close the book on the pitcher, Jaden Driscoll. As Driscoll pitched one heck of a ball game. So we've got some changes as the new pitcher is going to check in.
Now pitching for Norfolk Daily News, number 52, Riley Anderson.
So number 52, Riley Anderson, is going to come into the game. Sam Yagles is going to come out of the game. So it looks like Riley Anderson is going to check in for him. Yeah, I saw 28 walk off the field, so that's why I'm going with that. We'll see what other changes have happened here. So Anderson goes in. Wonder if Driscoll is going over to third, or couldn't be that easy. That would be the easy change. That can't be that easy. So Riley Anderson is going to be the relief pitcher as Driscoll went through his pitch limit here. And, yep, that's going to be the case. Driscoll is going to come off the mound as he is throwing 105 pitches now. He'll go over to third base. Sam Yeagles will check out of the game, and in his place, Riley Anderson comes in, and he will be pitching. So that's it. And unfortunately, on the last pitch, right now it's set up so that Driscoll could possibly be the loser in a wonderfully pitched ball game. First pitch is a line drive that short hops the second baseman. He fires over to first, and they're out of the inning. So one pitch, and that's the end of the top of the seventh. All right, close ball game here, folks. Going to the bottom of the seventh, your score is Columbus 5, Norfolk 4. Norfolk's got to put at least one on the board to keep the game going, 2 to win. We'll be back with an exciting conclusion to this game right after these messages. Thanks for listening on GretnaBaseball.com. At American National Bank, we believe in changing our community for the better. It's part of our heritage. As a bank, we have donated our energy and resources to building stronger communities. Because we live here just like you, we believe that through a stronger community, everyone prospers together. American National Bank, with 30 locations in Nebraska and Iowa. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All right, we're back with the bottom of the seventh inning. And there have been some changes. Cole Wilcox now comes in for Connor Dush, who threw a great game on the mound. And he's already thrown 2 pitches to the catcher, number 16, Berkeley Brummond, who's going to lead it off for Fremont. 1-1 count to Brummond. Here's the pitch from Wilcox. Fastball misses outside and low. 2-1 on Brummond. Wilcox, right-hander, throws pretty good heat, steps up on the mound. Another fastball. This one's dribbled in foul territory down the third base line. It's a foul ball. 2-2 is your count. As Brummond on that swing wasn't waiting around to see if it was fair or foul. He was motoring down the line. It was all the way past first when he turned around. So 2-2 is your count. Bottom of the seventh inning. Norfolk at the plate, trailing Columbus by a score of 4-5. Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch is swung and missed for strike 3 as Wilcox gets the strikeout from Brummond for out number 1.
Number 21, center fielder, Colby Mersney.
So the batter is number 21, Colby Mersney, the center fielder. Mersney pops one up into shallow right field. The right fielder coming in will make a running catch as he comes up on the ball. So on the first pitch, Mersney flies out to right field. And that's the second out here in the bottom of the seventh.
Hunter Klaus.
And Norfolk is down to their last out, trailing by 1. Klaus steps in. Fastball low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Bottom of the 7th inning, nobody on, 2 down. 1-0 pitch misses in the dirt. It's 2-0 to the batter, Klaus. Klaus on the day, 1 for 3 with a base hit and 2 groundouts to shortstop. Wilcox on the mound, not wasting any time. Full windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Called at the knees inside. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 delivery to Klaus. Ball that bounces up to the catcher. 3-1. It's Klaus trying anything he can to extend this game and get on base. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Klaus to Klaus. Fastball called on the outside corner for strike 2. So it's a full count to the batter, Hunter Klaus. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's your ball game. A hard-fought contest between these two teams, but Columbus is going to come out victorious as Columbus wins by a final score of 5-4. Great ball game. Unfortunately, Norfolk is eliminated from the Area 6 tournament, but what a showing. They played their hearts out in this game, as this is one of the best played ball games of the tournament. So Columbus Blue will move on. And based on what's happened here, we can give you the lineup for tomorrow. So tomorrow's games, they're going to be First State Bank will face Baxter Auto, and Columbus will face 5 Point Banks. Not sure on the timing yet, but for sure that's going to be the lineup for tomorrow, as those will be the only 4 teams left in the tournament. So congratulations to Columbus on winning that game. Our next game is scheduled for 6 o'clock this evening, where it will be 5 Points Bank against Baxter in a winner's bracket game. The winner of that game sitting in really good position automatically into the championship no matter what. So that game will be coming up at 6 p.m. We're looking forward to broadcasting that on behalf of everybody here at the ballpark. Thank you for listening to us on GretnaBaseball.com. Have a great rest of your day.